In the not-too-distant future, civilization has reached an extraordinary milestone, the manipulation of time. However, this ability was not in the hands of the people, but rather a powerful and ruthless corporation called ChronoCorp. The technological giant monopolized temporal manipulation, distorting historical events, and even creating new futures for its own benefit. With absolute dominance over time, ChronoCorp managed to shape history and reality in a way that consolidated its power. They not only controlled the flow of time, but also decided who could and could not exist, erasing people and entire events whenever necessary to preserve their interests. Society, once vibrant and full of possibilities, now lived under a regime of constant surveillance. The city streets were a fusion of concrete and neon, with gigantic skyscrapers that reached the sky. People walked hurriedly, with their eyes fixed on screens, aware that their steps were being watched. Fear and conformity hung over everyone like a thick fog. Freedom was a luxury that few could even imagine. However, in the midst of this oppression, a spark of resistance would emerge. A group of rebels, made up of people of different backgrounds and abilities, have emerged from the shadows to challenge ChronoCorp and its time manipulators. Among them was Leo, a brilliant young hacker who had spent his life as a recluse, but now found himself on an impossible mission to restore balance and stop ChronoCorp from shaping history as it pleased. It all starts in the basement of an old abandoned factory, now transformed into a resistance hideout. Leo, surrounded by monitors and advanced technology equipment, had discovered a crucial flaw in ChronoCorp's systems, a code hidden in a virtually undetectable file. As he looked at the screen, his eyes shone with a mixture of fear and hope. He knew that this failure could be the key to reversing the manipulations done by the corporation. But reversing time wasn't a simple button-pushing task. The impact of their actions could be catastrophic. If we can access the core of the system, we can reverse the changes to the timeline that ChronoCorp made, said Leo, his eyes burning with determination, turning to the other members of the resistance. Surrounding him were Maya, a former corporate scientist with a vast knowledge of temporal technology, and Axel, a former soldier hardened by war and relentless training, but now using his skills for a greater cause. Maya, always analytical and pragmatic, intervened. It's not just about reversing time, Leo. We also need to expose the truth to the world. ChronoCorp not only changes historical events, but erases people who oppose their interests. They are erased from time as if they had never existed. The rebels were aware of the risk. The mission they were about to undertake was more than an invasion. It was an attempt to restore the very essence of reality. Every decision they made, every line of code they changed could forever change the course of history. The plan was bold. Infiltrate ChronoCorp's headquarters in the heart of the metropolis, where the most advanced systems were hidden in underground levels. Leo and Axel prepared cloaking equipment devices to hack security systems and disable patrol drones. Maya, who knew the corporation's internal protocols, would help guide the way. The air in ChronoCorp headquarters was thick and tense. The long, cold corridors lit by artificial lights were watched by drones and armed guards. The drone of drones echoed through the hallways, creating a constant sense of threat. The group moved in the shadows, with Axel deactivating the security cameras and Maya using her abilities to predict the guards' movements. However, when they reached the core of the system, the unexpected occurred. They came across an unexpected obstacle. Cade, a former colleague of Maya, now transformed into one of ChronoCorp's top security agents. Cade had been one of the brilliant minds behind time manipulation technologies, and his loyalty to the corporation was unquestionable. he immediately recognized Maya. "Haven't you noticed, Maya? They can't be defeated," Cade said, an icy coldness in his eyes. Time is on our side. You're just running into a future that will never exist." Maya, torn between friendship and duty, tried to convince him. "Cade, you are trapped in a lie. What ChronoCorp does isn't justice, it's control. We are fighting to return the truth to the world." Cade hesitated for a moment, but loyalty to the corporation and his unwavering belief in what it stood for overwhelmed him. He moved forward to attack, and the fight was inevitable. The sound of combat blades and gunfire echoed through the hall as Axel and Maya faced Cade to give Leo time. "Leo, you have to finish this now," Maya shouted, dodging a blow from Cade. Leo, with sweat running down his face, tried to break the system's security, but the defense was stronger than he had imagined. "I'm almost there. Just one more second." The battle intensified, and in a moment of desperation, Maya activated a makeshift EMP device, creating a shockwave that momentarily disabled ChronoCorp's drones and security cameras, but also left her vulnerable. She knew this was her chance to sacrifice herself to secure the mission. "Cade, if you can't see the truth, then I'm willing to die for it," she screamed, tears in her eyes. With the last effort of her strength, Maya used the device, paralyzing the corporation's forces, but being struck by a blow from Cade in the process. She fell, injured but with the satisfaction of knowing that Leo was almost there. Finally, Leo was able to access the core and, with the code broken, began reversing the temporal changes. But he knew his actions could have unforeseen consequences. "If we go back too far in time, we can erase people who already exist," he warned. Maya, now fallen and injured but still with an indomitable soul, looked at him and said, "We need to take the risk, Leo. We cannot continue living under this tyranny. We must take risks to guarantee a future where truth and freedom prevail." With the last of his strength, Leo activated the device, and within a second, reality began to distort around them. The timelines intertwined and rewrote themselves, creating a new version of history, one where ChronoCorp never existed. The light shone brightly, and when it dissipated, the group found themselves in a new world. The streets were free from ChronoCorp surveillance. People walked without fear, living in harmony, unaware that an ancient evil had been eradicated. Maya, even with her injured body, smiled when she saw the world around them. "We did it. We changed the course of history." Leo looked at the new world, feeling a mix of relief and longing. But what about Cade? What happened to him? He may be lost in some other time. Maya, with a thoughtful look, replied, "Time is a paradox, Leo. We don't know what happened to him, but we did what needed to be done." As the group walked away to explore this new world, Leo reflected on the lessons he had learned. Time is a paradox. Our actions have consequences. But true freedom comes not from controlling time, but from taking responsibility for it, Maya added with a faint smile. And true revolution comes from questioning authority, from fighting for the truth, even when that means sacrificing yourself. Ultimately, the rebels drive towards an uncertain but hopeful future, with a mission to protect the freedom of time and history. They knew their fight was just beginning, but now they had the power to write their own narrative. The future is uncertain, but the real revolution begins when you decide to be part of it. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Activate the bell to be notified whenever a new story, a new adventure, a new revolution emerges.